Can someone please confirm that I'm both audible and my screen is visible to you?
Yes.
Anyone?
Yes, sir. Everything is clear.
Yeah, thank you for the confirmation. Good afternoon, all. I would like to present not a research paper, but a small article on neuromarketing, which I think is the way forward for the marketing sciences itself. And if you ask me, in it where you incorporate, you include both the marketing aspects, the advertisement aspects, consumer behavior process, the initiations, all these things are very much included into the neuromarketing part. So moving on, if we look at what are the different or what is neuromarketing? So it is a technique of marketing that studies consumers' brain activity, which affect the advertisements and the marketing activities which is being done by different organizations. So it helps the companies, it helps the organizations to prepare themselves better, or how to approach the consumer in a better way, so that the next time when the consumer goes on for purchase of anything, they would pick up the brand, they would pick up the product from that specific company itself. So neuromarketing actually blends with neuroscience and marketing to help brands go emotional resonance of their current and future campaigns. So how a campaign should be developed, how it should be reached out to the consumer, so that it improves, so that it's able to garner the maximum hits from the consumer, as well as those hits get translated into the sales, because the main objective of any marketing activity is to increase the sales. So this helps them or guides the organizations to increase the sales of the organization. And to do this, teams use technology that tracks customers' neurochemical and psychological responses through various methods. You have the EEG method, you have the MRI method, you have the brain scan thing or eye scanning thing, through which you would get to know what the consumer is thinking or what portion of the brand the consumer is looking into. So taking that into consideration, Procter & Gamble had gone with a partnership with Dentsu Data Labs, and they designed an experiment to find mobile ads that emotionally resonated with their audience, with the people who are going to watch these advertisements. And during testing, the company worked with Sticky, which was a webcam eye tracking tool from the company Tobii Pro, which had a platform through which they can definitely track what the onlookers are looking into, which portion of the product or which portion of the ad they were looking into. So the results were quite intriguing, and they saw that the time spent watching video ads on social media was not equal to the time they spent focusing on the ads. So social platforms, impressions, and watch rates did not correlate with the real customers' engagement. So there was a gap between the time they had spent over there and they about the customers' engagement. So Sticky detected which video ad details triggered a desire to interact with the brand. So eye tracking data became actionable insights like that, which can get used for their to retain the consumer in a way. It's an innovative form of market research through which you can very well gauge what the consumer is thinking about, what they are going to pick, or what are the things which are catching their eye and their focus thing. So if we talk about the different techniques that I had talked about, there are facial coding method through which you can code or you can find the facial expression once a person sees a product. So if you are excited, the impression would be coded like that. And then there are EEG method or electroencephalogram, which is used to track what the mind is thinking, what the brain is thinking when you are looking at a particular product. And then you have the eye tracking method, the MRI method that I had talked about a little bit earlier. So our brain is actually can be divided into three main parts. The first is the new brain, which is actually the rational part of the brain, which looks into the logical part, which looks into the calculative part, which looks into the methodical part of the things. And then there is a middle brain, which is more related to the emotional part, our emotions, our responses. And then we have the reptilian brain, which is very much instinct-based, or we can talk it to be instinctual, where we respond on different instincts. And the marketeer's main focus is to target this reptilian brain so that the instinct is so high for those consumers that just looking at the product, they choose it and purchase the thing. So the different stimuli which are being used by the marketing companies or the companies which are selling different products are can be divided into 6 different stimuli. One is sense input, beginning and the end, visual stimuli, and the emotions. So if you talk about the first one, which is about the centered one, then we talk about it's not about ourselves, it's about the customer that we are mainly focusing on. Here you can see Uber is talking about or is providing a solution to the people who are not having any car or who do not own a car to themselves, but if they want to travel alone, if they want to travel at any time of the day, they just have to book their cab, and it will be at their doorstep or wherever at their beck and call kind of thing. Then you talk about the contrasting thing, where all these 3 ads talk about one being a little more focused, a little more for the customer kind of a thing in comparison to the others. If you see wherever they are showing the main brand, but the competition brand is not even being looked into. Like the Pepsi ad, everyone can recognize from the can itself that it's a Coke can, but the Coke word is not written over there. And in a way, the pipe itself is not ready to get into the can so that the consumer can enjoy the drink on their own. Then you have the old brain kind of a thing where you are complementing that the things are little complicated words, and the solutions which are there is you can correlate with the different kind of soaps which are present. So most of them are talking about being acidic, while Dove is talking about it's not at all acidic. So it's very much healthy for your skin overall. And then the next strategy, you focus on the beginning and the end. So here through this ad, Sunsilk is trying to put a word for themselves that you get a solution for your mangled hair for a more number of hours. So it talks about enjoy 24 hours of soft and manageable hair. So it helps your hair grow, as well as with the different ingredients present in it, you get a longer amount of time through which you can have that facility provided to you. And then some of the times it helps the visuals which gets correlated or which gets into the heart of the consumer, like the Heinz ketchup ad, where it talks about so much tomatoes which are present, and it doesn't have any inorganic or it doesn't talk about any preservative being given over there. So it talks about only the fruit tomato which is present in the tomato ketchup, and that gives an enhancement to the consumer that they are having everything which is very hygienic for them. So, and then we talk about the different emotions which are present with the customer. The first WWF ad talks about that why to use products which are being made or manufactured with the help of animal skin or using any animal product. And then the UNICEF ad talks about to reach out to the people who are not able to get 2 square meals. So you are definitely having, you have so much to offer to them or to the needy ones who doesn't have so much scope of even getting one square meal for themselves. They're getting an option through UNICEF different projects, you would be able to provide food to them. This I will conclude and just try to say in a line of is the way forward for the organizers or for the companies to look into where different aspects are being used for the customer or from the customer, so that it could be used for the benefit of the organization or benefit of the brand. Thank you. So now I would request Gauhar sir to take us through his presentation.